Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. Let's just go and totally kill the bullets past. We're not going to do any special modifiers here. Today we're just going to play a normal game of Enter the Gungeon, and we're going to unlock this Gundromeda strain first. Yeah, buddy, easy for you to say. Alright, let's get in here. I've had a little bit of a rough go of it the last couple of times. Also, that one time I didn't even pick up the bullet, that was bad. But today, what we're looking at is total uncompromising victory. That's what's going to happen. I'm calling it now. This is, I'm Babe Ruth pointing up to the stands here. That's where it's going, to the total uncompromising victory part of the stands. I'm writing a big check right now, and I'm very concerned that parts of me will not be able to cash it. Oh god. I need to not run so far into rooms. Like, I need to develop a little bit of caution. Yeah, we're definitely opening that. Oh hey, free cigarettes. Well, the good news is, there's almost no way that I have lungs. Right? There's no way. So, the cigarettes, we talked about Coolness very briefly. Somebody reminded me what these do. There are a bunch of items in the game that raise your Coolness. And the cigarettes do that thing. Basically, just let you trade health for Coolness as much as you would like to. So maybe we're just going to get a whole lot of Coolness this run. Also, I get it. They're going, the whole game is very much about, like, what kind of stuff happens in action movies? What's American media depictions of violence and stuff? And so I get where they're coming from with the, cigarettes, LOL, make you cool. But also, for some reason, I feel like this is more egregious. Like, I'm less okay with them depicting smoking as cool than I am with them depicting shooting people with a gun as cool. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that says about me. Because obviously, you should, in general, as a rule, not shoot people with a gun. I'm not going to say that there's never a time when you should shoot someone with a gun. I think that's very obviously not the case. But no, I guess that's what it is, right? I don't think you should ever smoke. I don't think there's ever a good reason to smoke, but there's totally, sometimes, a good reason to shoot a person. Alright, what was I talking... I don't even remember what I was talking about before we got these cigarettes. So I'm not going to smoke the cigarettes yet. We are going to use these a bunch, probably. But this... I believe the way it works is that this floor's chests have already been generated. So there's no... it doesn't help us a lot to gain Coolness right this second. So I think what we want to do here is... just do the level. Get as many health drops as we're going to get, or, whatever. And then determine how much we want to use the cigarettes before we drop down, probably into the Oubliette, right? Like, that is usually the way I want to do things. Okay, green chest. Green chest is cool to have. Yes, let's just keep going here. Actually, that's almost it. So it's Monday. It is a brand new week. And I think there's going to be a new series starting on the channel this week. I'm not actually certain. There's a game I've been waiting on that the developer swears is coming out in August. It is August 27th at this moment. And they keep saying it. No, definitely. August 2018. This is the release. So we'll see. I'm excited about it. I guess I've been like weirdly coy about it, but it's Frozen Synapse 2, and I loved the first Frozen Synapse. Hold on a second. Is there only one key in the shop? There is. Well, so we have to make a decision here. Do I want to try to open this green chest and hope for a gun, and maybe get a gun from the boss, or should we... I'm just gonna go after the boss with the sword. So if the boss doesn't drop a key, I think we're still... I hate this. Hate this guy. I'm going to get rid of these explosive barrels, actually, like as quickly as possible, because I find that they are more of a hindrance than a help. It's difficult to take advantage of them. Aha! It's difficult to take advantage of them, but it's really easy to accidentally get hit by a bullet that is flying past you, but that detonates an explosion behind you. I am in real trouble here. When you are not paying attention to the position of that barrel. So, for example, that could have been bad. Also, everything else about this could have been bad. Yeah, this is not... It's going okay, but I don't feel very safe, I'll tell you that. Alright. We did it. So we got the gun force and hopefully also a key. Well, we had a lot of money. Unfortunately, the gun force did not do not give us a lot of value there. I do not think that the Corsair is a very good weapon. Alright, let's jump back over to the shop here real quick. I'm gonna light up a little bit. And then the question is, we can go back to full health here. The question is, how many more times do I want to smoke? I don't actually know how this works. I don't know if there's a cap on coolness. Something in my brain is saying that 10 is maybe the amount of coolness you can have. And I definitely don't want to go down to the next floor with, like, no health. Do I want to buy anything else in here? We have quite a bit of money. Sticky crossbow's not great. I guess we could buy this half heart. Paying 20 casings for a point of coolness. And I'm going to go down to, like, 2 hearts, I guess. Okay, and then we're just going to destroy the chests, which feels bad, but... Oh, right, I'm not at full health. Right, the whole reason that I was comfortable doing that is because I have a gun. I don't know what my brain is... Oh, there's a hospital. What am I doing? Just, like, not even thinking about stuff. Also, we haven't actually found the secret room. Could be in here. There's a weird alcove. Okay. That weird alcove is not where the secret room was, but it was in here. Alright, so we're going to take all this stuff. That's pretty cool, actually. Then we're going to go over to the hospital. Sensitive medical equipment. You guys don't mind if I light up, right? So we're just going to smoke all of these cigarettes down to a single point of health. Can you kill yourself with this item? I have no idea. I'm going to guess probably. Yep, I will definitely need treatment. I'm having some problems. Do fairies work on lung cancer? Probably, right? So I think the fairy just takes you back to full health, right? You are miracle workers. So how many times did we just smoke? Was it like 4, 5, 6, and then 7 more? It was like 13 cigarettes. I probably don't need to do any more. This is a thing where, like, actually knowing the mechanics would be kind of helpful. But also, yeah, I like to look stuff up. So, like, we've got a lot of coolness. I guess I haven't talked about, like, what does coolness actually do? For one thing, it increases the quality of the chests that generate, I believe. I think we're going to go down with full health. I think 13 is probably enough. I believe it increases the quality of chests generated, and it increases the likelihood that you will get a thing at the completion of a room. You know, sometimes, occasionally, you'll complete a room and it'll just be like, here, have a key. The likelihood of that is increased by coolness. So, managed to generate a whole lot there very cheaply and very quickly. Let's see if it actually has a noticeable effect. Here's the thing, I don't actually know, like, what we're talking about in terms of, like, magnitude of effect. It could be that each point of coolness increases the chance to get an item at the end of a room by, like, 0.5% or something, right? It could be the case that the effect is, on the whole, very, very small. So I guess we'll find out. No, we won't find out. That's not how statistics work. But we'll be able to at least make some guesses. I gotta tell you, I am feeling pretty good right now. Pretty good today. I spent the weekend out at a board game convention, because that's the kind of person I am. I'm the kind of person who, on purpose, goes to board game conventions and looks forward to them all year, maybe. So I was in a place... Yeah, I've been to this convention several times. Probably half a dozen times at least. Probably just about half a dozen times, actually. Smoke? Okay. So I was in a place that I've been a bunch of times before. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. If we somehow end up with 1,000 keys, maybe that'll be a thing we can do. I was in a place I've been a whole bunch of times before. It's not a strange setting. Doing things that I like doing with people that I like doing those things with. But still, I am such a... I don't know what the word for this is. Do people still say homebody? Has anyone said that in the last 70 years? I am so not happy to be outside, basically. Alright, free key, excellent. That, like, even though I was out, like I say, doing exclusively positive things, when I got back home to the apartment, the sense of relief was almost overwhelming. 3 sheets. 3 sheets to the wind. That's an air... There's a synergy here because this thing... Because the tornado gun has to do with air, I'm guessing. So this thing doesn't really seem to be doing anything new. Still just kind of doing the thing that it usually does. What about... Are these maybe going further out than they used to? I feel like these used to stop, right? You could, like, form a wall with them. I don't know. It's not super clear to me what this synergy is doing. Hold on a second. I want to try something. So we shoot that. It does... Oh, it does seem to significantly speed up the bullet. Okay. So when we shoot the bullet out, you can see it travels at about this speed. It bounces a couple times. You know, they're accelerating. I wonder if the Corsair actually was improved. Because the bullets do seem to be going faster and bouncing more than I remember them doing. I don't know. Not all of the synergies are super clear, which I don't think is a problem. Except in a usability sense, where, like, I don't know... Should I... I don't know, the Corsair's doing fine work, I guess. It's actually more effective in smaller rooms, generally, because... you can take better advantage of the bounces. Although, yeah, it's doing work. It's doing some okay work. Probably we're just going to keep using the sword for now, because the sword is extremely good. No better weapon for, no better weapon to bring to a gunfight than a short blade of some kind. Sean Connery said that, and it's as true today as it was then. Okay, so there's a lot of chests on this floor. I'm a little bummed out that we got, that we found ourselves a pressure chest, basically. I had to spend our key before being able to have all of the information. But it looks like nothing bad has come of it. We have not been unable to open a red chest or anything. And we now have seen both of the chest rooms on this floor, I think? Well, I guess the shop's over there. Yeah. The blue chest and the synergy chest. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to do this, I think. Are you kidding me? I was trying to be on the very edge. Well, this is a good start. Listen, who needs to be at full health? Who needs this sword to even be good? Sword's overpowered. That's what's happening here. I'm choosing not to use the sword because I'm such a brave individual who's interested in definitely giving his opponents a fair chance. This thing's a weird gun. There you go. You know what's really not a problem in our society? Sword violence. Almost nobody gets killed with swords anymore. I feel very comfortable using this thing. I'm not sending a dangerous message to kids at all. Okay, let's, I guess go this way. Obviously, not really concerned about getting killed by the boss on this level. The Oubliette's kind of, you know, I think part of the reason I like the Oubliette, part of the reason I like to come down here, aside from it being, I'm pretty sure, correct, is that the Oubliette just feels like a really low-stakes area. I don't have to worry about, like, master rounds and doing well at the game. I can come down here and just kind of, like, just mix it up with some dudes, and whatever happens, happens. Alright, well, I guess there's no reason not to go for the boss right now. So, I'm not 100% sure if I... Once again, I've managed to do this. You know, the Corsair should be okay here. I was hoping it would hit him multiple times. It seems like the bullets are almost going out of their way not to hit him multiple times. Also, I mean, it doesn't really feel like the coolness has had any effect. Maybe it doesn't... Maybe these cigarettes don't quite work the way I think they do. Or maybe it's like, maybe what's happening here is some kind of commentary, like, you think cigarettes make you cooler, but in fact they do not. And so that's... we're not actually getting any coolness from them. I guess part of the problem here is that I don't actually know how the game fits the synergy chest into the rarities. If the game considers a synergy chest to be a high value chest, then maybe the reason we saw the synergy chest is our coolness. I know sort of like what the design of the game thinks of all of the previously extant chest colors. I don't really know about the synergy chest. This thing has a really long charge up time. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit concerned about the amount of damage I just took from that very easy boss. That does not bode super well for the rest of the run. Okay, so we just have some blue chests here. Question is, do I want to open blue chests, or do I just want to take this key down to the next level and hope a little bit? I think the answer is that I want to do the latter. There. Did we check for secret walls? Well, probably there's not one here. Okay. You know, what if we got Sir Gungeon and we actually did a good job of staying alive while he did all the work for us? Really, that's the direction that's headed in. We have a lot of junk already. It could be great. Here? No. This wall. Bam. Nope. Okay. That's not the best start we've ever had. We could buy the pea shooter. It seems to have a lot of different synergies that turn it into the pea cannon, and the pea cannon is actually pretty okay. But I think we're just going to move on. Do I want to do any more smoking? Yeah, alright. We'll stick with the Void Marshal. The Void Marshal is a totally acceptable weapon. And we'll just smoke ourselves back down to half health here. It does look like we're going to be in a good position to go down and fight the rat, if we want to do that. And we probably should if I think we can beat him, right? Because the loot for defeating the rat is considerable. This is one of those guns where the manual click firing speed is about 3 or 4 times the hold the button down firing speed. Definitely couldn't have killed that guy before he attacked by just holding it down. Ace, the only reason really not to do the spam click thing, first of all, is that the the audio of the clicks might be actually in the recording, and if so, I apologize. But also, just ammo. I am wasting shots a little bit here. I'm overkilling. I'm overshooting. I gotta figure out how many shots it actually takes to kill an enemy and not shoot past that. See, there are times when you really just want to dump damage into something like that. Oh. I dodged the one round that was coming at us, and I felt so proud of myself that I just stopped dodging. I stopped paying attention. You know, I wonder if the coolness has something to do with all this money we're getting. Then again, maybe we're not actually getting a lot of extra money. A lot of it may come down to the fact that we got a 50 from the boss. From the first boss. Yeah, the Void Marshal's fine. It's not an exciting weapon, doesn't do a lot of cool things. But it's like, it does a slightly more damage than a standard pistol, and it fires very, very quickly. Okay, no matter how I take this, it's gonna completely refill all of our weapons. A lot of green chests behind other locks. Which doesn't really seem that cool to me. Every time I see one of those, I'm like, oh, that is very uncool. And of course, I am a perfect and impartial arbiter on this subject. Okay, green chest, green chest. I mean, it may well be that we are seeing increased chest quality here. They have not been terrible. They weren't awesome on the last floor, but I pressed space to roll there. So instead of rolling to prevent taking damage, I smoked a cigarette, which, first of all, made me take damage, and secondly, made me take damage by falling in the pit. I don't know what that's about, man. Listen, you can't give me 3 buttons to press and expect me to just keep track of which one does what all the time. The weird thing is, like, you know, sometimes I press the wrong button when I'm trying to roll if I've been playing a lot of Dead Cells right before recording. But space isn't even the button that makes you roll in Dead Cells. That was just... I don't have any idea where that came from. Okay, well, I do appreciate the amount of health we're getting here. And yeah, honestly, the chest quality has not been bad. Okay, well, I think we're seeing some effect here. Do we want to gun force this boss? I don't think it's necessary. I think we're in an okay spot weapons-wise. I guess we don't have any really good weapons. But we have a handful of pretty okay weapons, and then, of course, we do have the sword. No, I guess let's gun force the boss. Let's try to get our hands on something really great. Okay, beholster. This should be doable without taking damage. I have fought the beholster so many times. And I wish he would just always do the eye laser. I wish he would never do any other thing. Boy, that thing doesn't become vulnerable until it is all the way up. Let's just... I'm gonna need to walk around here, and it'd be cool if things would calm down while I have to be this close. Okay, it was nice of him to put that one in a place where I can just be shooting in its general direction while shooting at him, and I'll eventually kill it. Oh, gun is out of ammo. That's actually pretty bad. We're not actually close enough for this. The damage should be good, though. It's just a matter of staying near enough to fire it. Oh, well, that's embarrassing. This is one of the easiest bosses in the game, and I'm over here taking damage. Yeah, I haven't been playing video games all week, you know? Ooh, we got a weapon for some reason. I can't imagine why I would be unlocking stuff at this point. And the charmed bow, which is not very good, I think. But, you know, I do believe it is an A-quality weapon. So, if we find a gun muncher, you know, we can maybe make something good out of this. Ooh, shadow bullets. That's just extra gun. On average, more bullet per bullet. You know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to go for the Nod Key. I don't know that we really need... I'm just trying to get to the pass, though. We're not trying to beat bullet hell. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that was a bad purchase. That was ominous. An ominous click. I don't know what that was from. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Because, frankly, there's not a lot of benefit to us going down to fight the rat, because it's not really that hard to get to the dragon. The hard part of this is going to be defeating the bullets past, which loot doesn't actually help with. Oh, whatever. We bought it now. We may as well give the rat a go. You know, it is still valuable for us to do the rat, even when we don't need to do the rat, just because it would be good to be good at the rat. And I guess it is worth noting, I still haven't actually beat the rat yet. We got through that fight twice, but in both cases, it was because of a bug, so... Yeah, okay. We'll go down there, we'll keep trying to learn him. I am, though, thinking that we're probably getting pretty close to time for this series to come to an end as well. Just because I really, like... Putting out 4 videos a day, it turns out, consumes a fair bit of your time. I need to maybe scale back just a little bit. Stop chasing me. It's a shame the enemies can't run each other over with the minecarts. It's like, obviously, it's not that I don't have time. We're gonna open that, obviously, once we get some keys. Okay. Wow. Oh. Okay, it didn't require a key. Wow, okay. Well, we got the bad result on that chest, but the thing we got out of it was pretty alright. We're just gonna open all of these. Not a single one of them a mimic, and... I mean, honestly, these are pretty bad items relative to green level items. What does the muscle relaxant actually do? Is it just it makes you able to fire more quickly? Greatly increases accuracy, okay. These anxiolytic drugs are favored by long-distance snipers, especially in the cold. They won't get rid of shaking hands entirely, but are more effective than holding your breath. Yeah, it's such a video game thing for like, oh yeah, you use muscle relaxants so that your hands don't shake. I just assumed that it would increase fire rate, but like, why? Why did my brain make that connection? How did I think that not shaky hands was going to increase my fire rate? Alright, so there's a key for the red chest, but hold on. Let's continue here, because it is possible that the other chest could be black, right? I do love shadow bullets. I think shadow bullets are great. The +1 bullets just, like, giving you extra damage. I think that's what they do. I don't think they actually do increase all of your stats or anything. I think it's just plus damage. But, like, that's not a thing I'm turning my nose up at, you know? This has put us in a very good position. Sometimes we are just going to do a tremendous amount of damage with our shots. I don't know, man. Let's just keep using them. I think the cigarettes are working. Maybe. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, so we need to have a blank left at the end of the floor here. Oh, we need to have 2 blanks at the end of the floor. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not going to buy that yet so that I can't accidentally blow it. And we need to have a key left. So I do want to buy this. The game was very generous there in not killing me. So I like just, when we come into a room, I just hold the move forward button down for way too long, and it's gotten me into trouble a whole bunch of times. For some reason, I don't seem to be able to learn. Oh, you know what else, actually? The other good reason to do the rat is that we still haven't managed to get the second rat key from him. And I would like to find out what exactly that little, like, sleeping dragon thing is in his lair. I have some questions. Okay. Let's see what our other chest is. It is blue. Alright, we probably are just destroying that one. Do we want a gun force again? We have some... Okay, well, you know, honestly, despite the fact that we got a bunch of chests already on this floor, by the way, which means that we cannot gun force. I don't know what I'm thinking over here. We actually still don't have very good guns. For the number of high-quality chests we've opened, our inventory is surprisingly bad. Our inventory of actives is surprisingly bad. Our passives are great. Okay, no additional blanks. So, we cannot blank on the boss. Oh, we haven't seen this yet. We unlocked this recently, didn't we? Charge sequentially for more shots. Charge sequentially. So, like, each charged shot will release more bullets than the last? A watering can used by the bulletkin who lack even a fundamental understanding of agriculture. This thing has 100 shots. Huh. I don't know. I guess we'll try it. It doesn't seem like sequential charges are making there be more shots. Okay, so we're probably not getting a... Oh, jeez. Probably not getting a master round here. This gun doesn't seem very good. Get him. What was I doing to make it shoot like the block formation? Oh, God. Okay, that was poor sportsmanship. They converged on me. I guess let's do this. Yeah, the damage on this is okay. We really need just, like, better guns. We have good damage buffs, but it turns out you can only polish a turd so much. Probably not at all, actually. Given the way that, you know, human feces works. No, no more of this stuff. Okay. Well, we ended that phase pretty quickly. I was about to say, on the other hand, I'm proud of myself for being able to mostly do this fight without getting hit. And then, of course, as soon as I thought that, got hit. These things happen. Oh my god. Just die! All these damage buffs for making a bunch of, like, kind of mediocre weapons into pretty okay weapons. But that really is all that we're doing. Cannot use the blank. I know I'm in grave danger, but we really, really can't use this blank. Okay. So, going down to the rat floor with 2 health. 3 health. Okay, I do like the blooper. This is a real gun. We do have the Magnum as well, which is fine. Okay. One of the rare times I'm actually going to be okay with seeing that. So we have to go back to the shop. We have to buy the thing from the guy. Oh, you're kidding. I came up 1 casing short. I was remembering it as being 24. Well, shoot. I guess we're not doing the... Man, I mean, I guess I don't think I would have won. But I do still need to learn the fight. Why don't we try... I guess we'll use the blooper. Yeah, I guess we're just going on, man. I guess that's this run. We're just going on. We're probably pretty close to finishing our Frightful Hunt, so we may get some more unlocks going here as well. Oh, you know what I just realized? I don't remember where we are on the shortcut either. Was I trying to get the shortcut going to the 3rd floor or to the 4th floor? Ow. That was weird. I dove into him for the kill, but I got stuck inside of him. It was not something that I was expecting to happen. The thing about this here blunderbuss is that it's not actually effective at any kind of range. There's a weapon for people who don't know stuff about guns and can't aim, and they specifically do not want it to be something you can turn into an effective weapon. The whole purpose here is that it's supposed to be for the one thing that it is for and not usable for anything else. Yeah, I mean, this gun's pretty alright. I don't have a lot of complaints about this one. Also, I love it with the muscle relaxants. The fact that just all of the bullets are going exactly where I want them to is lovely. Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. It also means that the shadow bullets from all of our guns will be going exactly where the initial bullet goes, which is not always the case. Okay, we got a couple of the enemies dead. I might actually die. All of a sudden, I'm terrible at video games. All of a sudden. It's never happened before. That's so weird. Why does he do that sometimes? You know, I'll tell you one thing that might have contributed to my my sense of overwhelming relief upon arriving home, is that the hotel that we stayed in has the worst beds. It's the worst bed I've ever experienced in my entire adult life. And I probably only slept like a couple of hours, honestly, over the whole weekend. So the first thing I did when we got home, I was just like immediately dove into bed, and then despite the fact that it was like 8 p.m., fell asleep for 8 hours. I've always had like sort of weird, erratic sleep patterns. I've never really had a lot of control over when I sleep, and I don't sleep I don't keep a good 24-hour rhythm. Sometimes I'm just like awake for 36 hours, and sometimes I'll sleep 16 hours in a single day. It just sort of, it goes how it goes. Which means that yes, it is very difficult for me to hold down a 9-to-5 job. I find it taxing. Are we gonna buy this key? I kind of want the double vision. Double vision's awesome. I also kind of want the health. I'm a little bit concerned about actually dying. Although, I'm only kind of concerned, because also, we could go back and we could try another rat run, right? Why was I talking about my sleep patterns? I don't know. Oh, so I'm accustomed to operating on, like, weird amounts of sleep. Sometimes I haven't slept in a day or two, it's like, whatever. But, when my body does decide, hey, now would be a good time for sleep, to just straight not be able to get sleep, does, apparently, screw with me pretty badly. Yep, I absolutely did that. As soon as I dodged like that, into the wall instead of straight up, I was like, oh god, I'm not going to be able to recover in time. Killed by Gummy. Gun Mummy. Sure, that makes sense. Alright, let's quick restart. Let's just try again. That guy's a gun mummy. I don't know why he would be called anything else. Alright, let's do this again, but this time with good guns. We're gonna find actual good guns. But it turns out I'm still like okay at board games, even when I haven't slept. Because you know what? You know why? I don't play a lot of dexterity board games. I don't play a lot of board games that have timers in them. If I can sit there and think for a minute before doing a thing, I can often, I would say maybe even upwards of 30% of the time, figure out a thing that is pretty reasonable to do. Okay, extra key right away. Look at that. Setting the tone for the run. This is maybe getting open. We'll see. Obviously, I'm never, like, super excited to open a brown chest, but who knows? Maybe the game will give us enough keys that it will make sense to open it rather than destroying it. It certainly is better to open a chest than to not open a chest, even if it is the lowest quality. It probably goes without saying, really. Oh, that was... How did I think that was gonna go? Okay, well that's not ideal, because now we don't have a gun and we don't have full health. Have I put away any health? I don't think so. I don't think any's dropped. But let's go to the shop real quick. Yep, nothing. Okay. Well, I'm just buying a key then. I'm certainly not going to buy a heart. We do have Great Man. So I'm not going to open the brown chest. Because we're still probably... We're probably going to not get another key, right? I think odds are pretty good that we are not getting another key. At least not before the boss. So let's hope that the other chest we find, first of all, is the one with the gun in it, and secondly, is a slightly higher quality than brown. Also, it'd be cool if we could just, like, get some health drops. I guess that also would be fine. Would solve our problem. Blue, huh? Well, okay. Armor every floor is certainly best picked up on the first floor. Do any of these walls look fake? Not really. How about in here? I don't think this one's fake. That's just... yeah, it's the same weird color swap that's happening on the other wall. So no, I don't think we see the thing yet. Well... I don't really have anything we could sell to the guy. This is just kind of rough. Also, we didn't actually open the path to the Oubliette. This is not the way I would have preferred to do this. Here, we can solve this problem. Let's just cut this table in half. Cut this... there we go. This is some strong tables. So the question is, should we open this up, get a brown quality gun, and hope for a key from the boss? Like, just, if we skip the Oubliette, we're definitely not going to be able to do the rat, right? Because we have no money. I guess not definitely, only very, very likely. But if we go at this right, like this right now, we're almost certainly not going to be able to get the master round. And the heart container is important. Yeah, let's just open this. Okay, I mean, it's a gun. It's a gun that fires bullets at a greater than melee range. That's really what I was looking for. I don't know if we've actually used the Winchester rifle much over the course of this series. Obviously, it's not a very high-quality gun. It's fine. It's doing the job probably faster than character's default pistol would. But it's still going to take a minute, though. Alright, please don't fire the thing right up above you. Okay. Yeah, it's fine to do it now, once I'm past you. This guy really is not very difficult. There's only... if you do this thing where you lead him around the room, as I do and always have, there's really only a couple of situations where you're potentially going to get hit. That was one of them. Yeah, I'm just gonna not deal with that. The thing where he shoots the ball up above his head and then it explodes into an erratic burst of bullets is the only attack that realistically is going to deal damage. And that's only because the way it times out, it will always come at the same time as another attack. Okay, well, we did get a 50. Got some gun boots. So, we're not doing the Oubliette, but we are still potentially on track for the rat. I don't think I want to sell anything here. We got okay items. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I don't know, we might be able to do the rat. We're going to have to get pretty lucky with drops on floor 2 here in order to be able to afford the key, and in order to be able to actually have the gear necessary to defeat the rat. Could happen, though. Let's see. Actually, I should probably switch back to my sword. I'm pretty bummed out about that last run, though. I thought the +1 bullets, shadow bullets combo was going to take us somewhere. You know what it is? I missed the opportunity to get to the rat, and I just completely lost enthusiasm. I was kind of... part of me was hoping. Part of me was hoping I was gonna fail so that we could start again and get another run at the rat here. Also, I was thinking about challenge mode. Ooh, green chest. That's pretty nice to see. And we're already at 101 money. So yeah, actually, we totally are going to have the money to go after the rat if we want to. I was thinking about challenge mode a little bit more over the weekend, and basically, like, whether I was being a big baby about it or not. Should we go ahead and try to get a challenge mode run done? I don't know. I'm still kind of torn. By the way, we just answered a question there about whether those taser bullets were actually able to hurt the bullet. It seems like their damage is in fact considered contact damage, so no, they cannot hurt us. I was wondering if the electricity would make a difference, you know. I guess electricity is probably not, like, actually classified as a type of damage. Oh my god. Like that. Stuff like that I'm always doing. I really need to just not hold down the button when entering a room. I thought I could squeak past there. Can I just make this jump? Yeah, I can just make this roll. Instead of waiting for the rollers to line up, let's just make the roll. Squandering my free armor over here. It is a little bit of a shame that we didn't get to go down to the Oubliette 2 on account of the Gun Knight armor, because that sacrificed a point of armor. Not that I would necessarily have held on to it. Probably we would have just lost it on the Oubliette, so I guess it's not a big deal. Now, this sword is, like, pretty alright, man. That... I'm not sure if I think that the gun boots are actually a very good weapon. Just because it's almost always wrong to dodge away from the enemy. You almost always want to be dodging toward them, right? You want to go through shots, not try to get away from shots. It turns out you are not as fast as a bullet in most circumstances. I guess there's a lot of rooms in the game that are pretty hectic, and so there are a lot of situations where you are dodging toward a bullet, but you still kill the enemy because, you know, the bullets out of your boots are going to hit somebody. There'll be somebody over there. Hold on, let's not make any moves here until we know how much money we're getting for the whole floor. Okay, I think we are probably in a pretty good position here. What? Huh. Does this guy usually spawn other enemies? I don't think so, right? That attack I find very difficult to dodge, somewhat easier to deal with when you can just kill the bullets. It would be really cool if this guy would maybe, like, shoot at us a projectile that we could just smack back at him over and over again. I think that would speed the fight up a little. Yeah, I'm okay. All of a sudden, I'm tilting here. The instant I stop doing well, all of a sudden, everything just goes to hell. Okay, well, that was a really great haul. We have made a huge amount of money this run. Well, let's definitely go buy the other key here. And then I'm going to buy this as well. I don't see any reason to wait on that, because we still have 57 left. Then let's go open up both of those green chests, or do I want to try to gun force this boss? I guess let's continue on the floor. At this point in the run, with as few guns as we have, probably a good idea to keep gun forcing. Passives are just way less important than guns. There are a couple of passives where that's not true. There's a couple of really, really great items. And, you know, we don't even have an active yet, so also finding an active would be good. But man, good guns are so important. The best guns are so much better than the worst guns, but with good passives. Okay, so that's not very exciting. I guess I do want that health. We could probably buy health in the shop, right? Oh, never mind. We won't have to. Okay, yeah. Let's go fight the boss with our sword and our rifle. See if we can't make something happen here. Of course it's the Anaconda. Man. It is cool that hitting any part of the snake, the little bullet snakes with the sword, deletes the whole thing. I was expecting it to just kill the part that we hit. Yeah, see, like these, the way it does with those. What? I hit that bullet with my sword, and it just continued on through, apparently. Yeah, I mean, it probably shouldn't be, but it is still the case that I see the Ammoconda and I just assume the Master Round is gone. So, one thing that I don't really do is I don't focus on trying to deal damage to specific sections of the Ammoconda. I also don't usually try to kill the little pods that he eats, in large part because it seems like it's not feasible to do it with a lot of weapons. They just have way too much health. If you spend the fight trying to kill the pods, you will for sure die. But you can see certain sections of you can damage sections of him out, and then when he does that attack where he fires bullets out of all of his segments, those ones won't produce bullets, obviously. This is a good gun. I'm happy to see this. So there's probably a way to fight him a little bit smarter. The white Guanstone. Oh yeah, okay. Kindles blanks. That's pretty good. There's probably a way to fight him where you focus on damaging out the segments so that attack is just way less dangerous. Okay, and the Vertebrae K-47. We've got a couple of really great guns now. Do I want to open these blue chests, or do I want to save keys for the next floor? What are the odds that we're going to see stuff that's a lot better than blue? High enough, I think. Let's just break these and head down to the next floor with 2 keys. So remember, we need a key for next floor, although I guess we're definitely going to be able to buy one, given our money. And opening this, you know, if this provided me with another gun, we could gun munch the Winchester and whatever it is and try to get something really cool. Yeah, you know what? Okay, let's open one of them. The Melted Rock, which causes corpse explosions. That's, I guess, totally fine. I'm not going to use the Gun Muncher because I like the other 2 guns we have too much. I would definitely trade out the Winchester, though. And I guess let's just drop some blanks real fast here. Okay. 1 health. I'm feeling alright. Like, these are guns that we could totally beat the rat with. I need a little bit more health. It would be cool if I could get a Master Round off the 3rd fight. I'd feel a lot more secure. Do we want to use the Vertebrae K-47 or Mr. Accretion during these rooms? I think we'll go with this one. Got some homing. It's got the chains, you know. I think the homing on this gun seems pretty gentle. It seems like the bullets maybe home a lot more after they've hit an initial target. So I don't find that these ones usually have quite the same issue that a lot of the homing bullets have, where it's just like super hard to pick your target. Boy, the game really wants me to have bullets here. Okay, I think whatever enemy was up here just deleted himself, which I appreciate. I'm gonna actually blow that up. I think we're going to be standing kind of near it over here, and I didn't want anything crazy to happen with all these spores. Uh-oh. I don't remember to actually use this melted rock. Unfortunately, not really relevant here in this situation, but I'm sure this thing is useful somewhere, right? Corpse Explosion was pretty awesome in Diablo 2, which is the last time that I remember using an ability like this. Oh wow, okay. Apparently I had, that had gotten hit. Hey, this is a weird room. With all the patterns of candles on the floor and everything, it's almost like a shrine or something. You know, we don't spend a lot of time, as much writing as there is in this game, as much lore about the inhabitants of the Gungeon and stuff. Boom. Look at that corpse explosion. We don't spend a lot of time on, like, how all the bulletkins spend their time when there's not a Gungeoneer to fight. Maybe they're just really into scented candles. Some people are like that. I don't know. Did that move? No, okay. It was just me getting close to it and the highlight coming up and then wearing off. Alright, well, the odds that we're opening this thing are pretty slim, given that we need to have a key for the rat lair. That said, it actually doesn't make any sense for us to worry about carrying keys down into the rat lair. So, I suppose all we'd have to do is find one extra key for it to seem worthwhile to open the brown chest there. Yeah, this gun's pretty alright. The bullets seem to have a turning radius loose enough that they have trouble hitting things sometimes. Man, what happened to all those ammo crates? I will say this gun is maybe a little bit less effective at fighting huge crowds than, honestly, the Winchester might be better in some of these big rooms. Lots of weak enemies. Not a particularly strong point of this gun. Nope, nope, die. Okay, apparently we're fine. Yeah, the fact that as many of the bullets have status effects as they do is pretty great. It's just not super effective against a room full of 10 normal bulletkin. Okay, this we're opening. I don't think we need to gun force on this boss. Ooh. Okay, that's a Guan stone that is also just a heart container. As you can tell, because it is vaguely heart-shaped. The pink Guan stone is actually a white Guan stone that has been used as a component in blood rituals, infusing it with the hearts of fallen Gungeoneers. I feel less comfortable carrying it around after reading that description. Okay, well, I accidentally started a huge fire, but it seems to have worked out. Look at this room on the map is ominous. So I wonder, what is the gun that we might find in that brown chest? I kind of would like the chance to find out. Looks like we may not get it. Come on, become active. Yeah, I guess let's just go in here. Was the shop selling ammo? It is not. Alright. Well, then we may have to do this with 33 planets and then also whatever we have left in the Winchester. Not totally ideal. Also, never exactly overjoyed to be fighting the Dreadnought, but we have had a lot of bullets get consumed by our Guan stones already, which is pretty cool. Okay, this is the bad stuff here. I'm trapped in the corner, and that flying grenade thing is going to run out. Actually, I guess maybe it already has. Maybe it happened while we were crouching behind that corner. Okay, I mean, Mr. Accretion is doing the thing that Mr. Accretion does. It's a very, very good gun. As we gotta watch out, there are a couple of corpses on the ground now from the little bullets that we've killed. So maybe we can get him to drive over one of them. Oh, die, okay. This is bad. Oh, I do have an extra blank. That's right. I'm thinking I can't use blanks, but we have the spare from the Guanstone. Okay. Please die, please die. I think he was over those 2 corpses up there when I hit the melted rock, maybe? Just like desperate for this thing to contribute in any way. Ooh, I can't believe I didn't take damage from that explosion. Okay, we may be able to get our master around here. Alright, 6 heart containers down for the rat. I think that is a good place to be in. And the rad gun, which I do like, but is sometimes a little hard to use in actual combat. We can at least charge it up and make it awesome before each fight. I have a key left, which we need for this. Real quick, does this guy have anything that I want to buy? Actually, yeah, I totally do want to buy this half heart. Still want to get the rest of the payday items, too. I guess we'll figure it out sometime. We don't often actually get that many opportunities to become invisible or steal things. Alright, I don't think there's anything else to do. Let's go. I have some hope. I wouldn't describe my hopes as high, but they are present. I have present hopes. Right, and our Gun Knight armor should give us another point of armor once we descend down into here. That's weird. It's weird that my Guanstones somehow fell so far behind. We don't really have any status effect guns, though, and I think those are really useful. Never mind, we totally do. The Mr. Accretion. Those are really useful on bosses. You know, bosses take a lot more damage from poison and fire than most enemies do, because most enemies will die long before the effects can tick for their full duration. We did get our additional armor here. Okay. I don't remember the pattern. It's down... hold on. We'll just look. But let me charge up this gun first. Okay, down something. Down right left? Down up right. Down right left, okay. Down up right. So, right this moment, we are going down. Oh, it's this. What am I'm using ammo. These things literally can't damage us, so may as well just dodge back and forth here and blow them all up. Okay, cool. Down, then up. Now we are going up. Awesome. Awesome gun. Alright. Ooh, those get really fast. Now we are going right. I broke it. Boy, the Winchester's probably more effective than the wackest version of the gun. Oh, you're kidding me. I was in the air and everything. Okay, we get to reload one of our guns. Probably the Vertebrae K-47 is the way to go here, so we went down, up, right, and we go down, then right, then left. Oh, this sucks. This is like a room where you're very, very likely to get hit or have to use a blank in order to not get hit. Oh, Vertebrae K got us there, though. So now we need to go to the right, and then to the left. Okay, these guys also can't damage us, but I have to watch out because a couple of crossbow guys do spawn in here. I'm gonna get hit by that. Okay, nope, everything's fine. Reload! Take damage! I can't get the gun to actually target them. Okay, we froze death. That's pretty cool. We're definitely taking the big ammo here for Mr. Accretion. And then I guess it doesn't make any sense to do anything other than the Vertebrae K with this one. We have a lot of health. We have a pretty good boss fighting gun, but not a lot of good boss fighting guns. I don't know. There's a chance. We totally have a shot here. We also still have 3 blanks. I'm going to save all 3 of the blanks for the second phase. Because robot phase is way harder than this part, even though I do get hit during this part all the time. Okay, he has no more clever lines. He's just going to say that same thing every time. That makes sense. Oh boy. Okay, we're okay. Everything's fine. Just stand. Oh, come on. I was trying to get really close to him to take advantage of the fact that the explosion had gotten rid of some of that, but I managed to get hit by the last bullet. We almost made it to the safety zone. Okay, seems to find time to reload. He becomes invincible temporarily here. This is going really well. This is by far the best first phase I think that I've ever had. Starting to learn. Come on. Ah! I got hit right as I started to roll. Ugh. Okay, reload. 42 shots left in the good gun. 3 blanks. This is totally doable. This is absolutely doable. There's a couple of attacks that I'm still not very good at dealing with, but we have a lot of ability to figure this out. Okay, so I don't really know what to do with this attack yet. He is frozen, so right now I can probably just mostly... It's a good idea. I'm not even looking at the boss. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, no, that's... So get inside the crosshair, run around the inside of it a little bit, and then just be ready to, like, you jump out as that projectile falls, and then jump right back in. And I bet that would avoid the bullets. Yeah, I cornered myself on that one. Ow. Okay. This attack, I'm gonna blank. That's just gonna hit us, like, many, many times. Okay, this attack is cool. I'm not worried about this. We probably want to switch to the Winchester for a moment here. No, never mind. I didn't want to use the vertebrae because I knew it was most of the shots were going to get drawn off by the mousers, but it turns out... Also, it turns out those mousers don't have explodable bodies, which is not cool. Out and in. Yep. That is totally a way to do that without getting hit. I just screwed it up. Also, I'm getting hit by absolutely everything, despite the fact that I'm dodging and blanking. Like, I'm doing everything very slightly too slowly. Yeah, see, these guys are killing my... Man. Everything. I am just slightly too slow on everything. Okay, well, just blank all that. We're definitely dead. Yeah, that's really frustrating, because I shouldn't have taken damage from almost any of the attacks that I took damage from here. We had the right answers, we figured stuff out, and it's just, I'm slow. This attack's tough to deal with. The shots are spaced apart just enough that you can't dodge over them or you will be hit. So I don't know how you're supposed to deal with that. Certainly can't just blank everything. I don't know. I think that's gonna be the end of our run for today, but I'm figuring this out slowly. So we can totally deal with the crosshair attack now. The thing where he gets the Gungeon up and he summons what is apparently an infinite number of bullets in a huge pattern that is guaranteed to hit you several times. I have no idea what to do with that. We should buy a thing. Dueling laser, teleporter prototype. Neither of these sound particularly great. Let's buy a dueling laser. Are we done with our hunt? Did we not? We didn't get there? 5 gun nuts, man. They really have not been showing up a lot, I guess. Okay, well, I suppose that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time. Success. That thing I did, the thing I said at the beginning about the bat, calling it to the cheap seats. Still going to happen. I was calling it for next episode. That's what it was. So come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.